people, how are you guys doing? You're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is I Sing with Joy Bliss. I know that it has been a while, and yeah, I have missed you guys so much. A lot of you guys called me and you asked, Joy Bliss, how far? We've not seen any video for a while, and a lot of you actually thought that this whole I Sing with Joy Bliss thing is no more. That's not true, because I am back fully. Yeah. And guess what? I have something very, very important that I really want to share with us as singers. And yes, you know, the Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Yeah. And so today I want to share something that is going to benefit you and I, both of us as singers. So if you're a singer in the house and you're watching this video, you're in the right place and you're doing the right thing at the right time. Okay, today I want to talk about the importance of vocal warm-ups. I think that a lot of singers do not engage in vocal warm-ups. And the thing is, I think a lot of us know how important it is. I want to assume that. But somehow it is just not something that we like to engage in for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe we're not trained to do that, you know, in this part of the world. A lot of us, you know, growing up in church, you know, as a singer, we just do stuff and not necessarily we're not really taught how to, you know, do vocal warm-ups. So even if we know, we just don't do it. So today I want to talk about it. Vocal warm-ups are very important for your voice. For if you want your voice to be in good shape, if you want your voice to stay healthy, if you want your voice to serve you, because your voice is your instrument. And I've come to discover that one of the best ways that we can actually take good care of this instrument is by, you know, engaging in vocal warm-ups. And it's not just a temporary thing. It's not something that we do once in a year or when we have that major gig. It is something that as singers we ought to inculcate into our daily routine. Now I like to take a cue from athletes, because as singers our it takes the muscles that are responsible for, you know, those sounds that we release. Do you understand? And so for those muscles to stay flexible, fit in shape, and respond to you whenever you want to use them, there's one way to, you know, get that result, and that's by exercising. And vocal warm-ups is the exercise that you do for your voice. So number one point, vocal warm-ups help your voice to be in good shape. It helps your voice to stay fit. Like the athlete, I think, and we agree with that exercises are part of the daily routine, because for whatever sport activities that they involve in, it takes muscles. And if you're going to run 100 meters or whatever meters, it's not something you just wake up that day and then you go to the field and then you want to do it and expect to win. First of all, God help you if you survive, if you come out alive. So exercises are part of their daily routine. Do you understand? They do that to stretch their muscles, to prevent damages. And like them, we take a cue from them. We ought to, you know, make vocal warm-ups part of our daily routine. Some of us, we don't sing in a long while, or we don't exercise our voices, and we wonder why we wake up in some days, you know, on a particular day, and you try to do some things, you try to hit those notes, you try to, you know, sing, you try to run some scales, you imagine some things in your head and you want to produce those sounds, but you're disappointed at what you're hearing. And the reason is that, and before I even say what the reason is, in some cases we discover that when we're in our rehearsal or on a set, Just 30 minutes into the rehearsal or 1 hour into the rehearsal, you're already losing your voice. Your voice is already sounding cracky. I'm guilty of that. Do you understand? And before you know it, you can go as long as you want to, or you can use your voice to do the good stuff that you really want to. And I can tell you for sure that the reason is simply because we do not engage in vocal exercises. We do not engage in vocal warm-ups. So, the second point is this. Vocal warm-ups prevent your voice from damages. I'd like to give a very relatable illustration. Those who own cars or who are car owners, you know that when you wake up in the morning, before you use your car, before you take your car to work or wherever you're going, you have to warm up the car. I remember that my dad would wake up in the morning, he would go to, his car, he would put on the engine, check the water level, do all the necessary stuff that he needs to do, warm up the car before he takes the car out. Now that's the way your voice is. Some of us, this is what we do when we wake up in the morning. So you wake up in the morning, you do your morning devotion. To those of us that pray. So you, after praying, you do your house chores, probably prepare to go to work. For some, they go to the bathroom, no vocal warm-ups. They start singing, and you hear them scream, shouting, singing on their highest pitch and doing all of this stuff and all of that. Even for those of us who music is our profession, that's what we do professionally, like that's our day-to-day job. You that is doing this day-to-day job, you don't do warm-ups. I mean, even before you go into your bathroom to do those strainer singing or screaming at the top of your voice and all that, you should have done your vocal warm-ups before that. Because in as much as that is not on a stage or maybe not on a set or anything, it's also singing. And vocal warm-ups is what you do before any kind of singing. Do you understand? And so to prevent, like that car that the owner has to warm up before taking it out, your voice is like that. You need to exercise your voice before any major, minor use. Are you with me? It is very important to prevent damages, to prevent us from hurting our voice, and to help our voice stay healthy. We need to engage in exercises. And vocal warm-ups, when we engage in them, they help us control our voice. They help us sing, effortlessly. They help us sing. You just be proud of what you hear you do. And it's a steady way of singing that doesn't stress you. Some of us, we wonder why we find it difficult to hit those notes. We find it difficult to, do the stuff we really want to do. This is one of the reasons. And I think it is the major reason. So the third point is this. Vocal warm-ups improve your skill as a singer. And I wrote on my notes, what happens to the athlete's muscles when they stretch and exercise is similar to what happens to your voice when you warm up. Your vocal articulation is controlled by muscles. So when we engage in vocal exercises, we stretch those muscles. And the result is this: your voice becomes flexible and you have good control over your voice. I mentioned earlier that the muscles that are responsible for the sound that we release. And one most effective way of keeping those muscles stretched or stretching those muscles is by exercising. I mean the vocal warm-ups. And so when we do these vocal warm-ups effectively, properly, when we do them regularly, it helps you build your ability. It builds your ability as a singer, and you become much more effective. I've had experiences where I've damaged my voice plenty times, And those who know, they know, because I'm a very energetic singer, and most times, even though I know this, I fall short. I just some of us, we trust in our skills so much, we trust in our ability that whatever I forget will deliver. Yeah, I know you're that good, but I'm not even talking about just your delivery here, because the truth is, like I said, the third point, it actually improves your skill. But then, to keep your voice healthy, imagine someone who goes on a tour. Imagine someone who in a week you have to sing for about 5 times at different places. Vocal warm-up is that way, or the way to keep your voice in good shape, to keep your voice healthy, to keep your voice flexible, so whenever you get on that stage, it's easy. Whenever you get to that rehearsal, whenever you're doing your personal practice, your muscles are loosened, they're already ready, to take you through your journey, the journey of, singing and all the stuff that you want to do. So guys, I hope you learned something today. From hands, please inculcate this into your daily routine. It is very, very, very important, a lot. And I know that it can be very boring, but you must look beyond the how boring it is, and look at the effects in the long run. So it is the effect of this, of doing vocal warm-ups. That's why we do it, and not how boring it is. I mean, most of the most boring things are the things that actually profit us the most, but we just try to excuse them and all that. So do this and let me know how it has helped you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm so glad to be here today to share this with you. And just in case you have not subscribed to my channel, do not postpone it. Do it right now. Just click the button. Click also the notification bell, so that whenever there's a new video up, you'll be the first to know. And also, you can put on the comment section, let me know what you think about the video, if you learned a lot, if you enjoyed it. I love being here and talking to you guys, even though I can see you. Yes, I'm hyped. So guys, thank you. Bye.